Welcome, folks, to another Far Albion Cup final. This is the Season 56 version, and we're once again here to watch Archangel against the Chosen of Chaos, Lalalaprout, and his Slanisha's Ribbled Heralds. But before we go on to anything else, we've got to say good evening to DKMaxx. Hello! How are you?
Good evening. I'm not too bad, actually. Coming back off a nice, refreshing holiday. First week back at work, already wanting to plan in my next one, so no, I'm all good for this.
Yeah, that's, nice to get back to some sense of reality, watching people roll dice. I think the game is supposed to kick off, I'm not sure whether it's 2045, I think. But before we do that, let's have a little look at the teams. I will say I think this one's going to be quite close. So there are your teams, folks. We know what Archangel's side is all about. He's still annoying me by leaving that number 1 slot open. Really hate when people do that. Obviously, this team is built around the Queen herself, Mathimus, with that agility boosted, movement boosted, break, tackle, guard, block, blitzer. That's just horrible. I can't remember the last time you saw this team, DKMaxx. What are your thoughts on that Orc side?
So the last time I saw this team was last season when I was getting smashed in by it in the cup. I managed to take him to 2-1 though, so I was quite pleased with that, bearing in mind that my team was significantly less mature. But it's going to be the usual thing of he's going to make really good use of those guard pieces to make sure that he's getting a 2 dice over and above. He's going to be wanting to maximise the ability of the mighty blow, although he's going to be punching against 9s and 10s. We're probably going to see him target the 9s, more likely the Pestigors, and maybe leave the 10s alone. But yeah, Queen Mathimus is going to be leading by the front by example, getting stuck in where she can, with a view to get the game done and dusted in regulation time. Isn't that right?
Yeah. I'd love a regulation finish to this one. We've had a lot of late night streams, haven't we, recently, chat? So we kind of know what this is all about. I think Archangel has lost only 10 games in existence. This is recorded games. Unfortunately, they tend to be the semi-finals or finals. He doesn't lose a lot of games, but it tends to be losers the ones that are key. So up against it is it's still a young Chaos side. This is in its 3rd season. It's playing an Orc team that is in its 6th season. So there's quite a bit of difference in the age of these two teams. Lalalaprout is obviously saving up to become a bit of a monster in the Prem. And I think that the notable difference this time, in comparison to the Nurgle we saw in the semi-final, is there's not 1 claw piece in here, but there's 3 of them. So I think that could be pivotal this time. The claw with the Nurgle wasn't particularly effective. Your thoughts, Max, on what this Chaos side could do to these Orcs? Claw is definitely the thing that the Orcs fear.
No, absolutely. I totally agree with everything you said there. In comparison to the semi-final, they've got 3 options for Claw, so you're not having to worry about isolating one player out of attacking your important pieces, which we think we saw Archangel do that very well in the semi-final to keep that danger piece out of the way or keep it at arm's length. Whereas now he's got 3. Backing up the 3 pieces as well, there's 4 guard pieces which are there to try and counteract the guard pieces that Arch has got. But the thing with Arch is, because his team is significantly more mature, he's got the guard pieces advantage, and I think that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. Well, I think it comes into 2 pieces. One, how Arch is able to take advantage of his guard bits, but reducing the armor of the Orcs down to 8, and there is one of them that is carrying a mighty blow as well. Is that the piece that's gonna push it over the knife edge and bring the game towards the not so chaos?
Yeah. So, game is live, so we'll switch over to the game. Here we go. So I will say, Lalalaprout's got a little bit of inducement. Not enough to make it like really count, but a keg might be pretty useful here. I think it's about 80k, something like that. That we're looking at. But yeah, will be interesting to see this one. I mean, it's going to be down to the players really. You've got the 2 bash sides. There's a lot of block in this team, in both of them, to be honest. And Lalalaprout predictably goes for the keg.
Yeah, I think in a bash game like this, the keg could be useful in terms of bringing back pieces. I genuinely think Nuffle's going to have a big say in this in terms of armor breaks and how they pose. But again, are those claw pieces just going to be the difference?
Yeah, I mean, it's really actually the thing that I would be looking to do if I was the Orcs is actually try and get rid of those stand firm strength 4 big uns, because I think yes, the blitzers can do the damage, but it's the control of the drive is going to come from the big uns. They're going to be able to lock down these blockers who aren't going to then be able to move them. So I think I'd expect Lalalaprout to target those big uns early, because they're going to be the ones that are targetable as well. I don't see the blitzers being offered as the sacrificial lambs, put it that way.
Yeah, I mean they're the pieces that give the Orc team the mobility. And again, you look at Queen Mathmas, who's running around with 8 movement. That's a big difference in a game like this. And again, it's just those extra few seasons of maturity, being able to get the skills in the right place on the right pieces. But Claw, I genuinely think Claw's going to have a big say in this.
Yeah, I think there was Nurgle who was playing Nurgle last time. It was... Chat, help me out. I honestly thought the Nurgle would cause more of a problem, but it was the dice. Come on, chat. Who was the Nurgle that were in the semi-final?
I think the thing with the Nurgle as well is, and you said we've sort of gone over it already, so not to sort of continuously repeat myself, but the 1 claw just wasn't enough. You've got 3 pieces of claw here, so you can base, you can really get in his face with those 3 different pieces, but then save your might blow claw piece for the bits that you're really wanting to remove off the field, or that you really want to have a go at. Chat saying Blitzy for the Nurgle.
Yeah, let's say I thought Blitzy played quite well in that game. So where did you go on holiday, and would you recommend it?
So Forteventura, as we stepped off the plane at 1 o'clock in the morning, we got the pre-warnings from the flight team saying, "Yeah, you're arriving just at the beginning of a heat wave," and it did not disappoint. We had mid-30s for 10 days straight.
Lovely. Not much activity outside during the day then. Now this blitz is huge, absolutely huge to start with.
Yeah, I mean this could be a real instant pressure point, and it's a free opportunity to get a blitz on a piece as well.
I can see that Leggett Jim coming in and doing something to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's going to be targeting the right-hand side. It'd be mad not to target the right-hand side, really. And you've got the sneaky git fowler alongside a sure hands guard blitzer. And if you was to look at both sides of that field, I mean, Arch obviously tries to keep a balance, but those are the pieces that I'd love to go for over the left-hand side where Queen Mathmas is, because if that ball's not getting picked up, then Queen Mathmas is isolated out the way.
I just wondered whether it would be that was the target that I was thinking about. I could see that the blitzer, I could see that Electric Nut might have been the choice, but I quite like that as a choice personally.
Wow,
He's
that's
got
huge,
one
straight from the off.
First turn. We said the claw would be important.
The claw mighty blow piece, I said, was going to be the piece that's going to decide this. And on the first blitz of Askin, throws in a badly hurt,
right.
and he takes it. And he takes it. So he's taken the stand firm blocker off the field.
I love when I'm right. Sorry, folks. Say it's just now he's got that 3 strength 4 against the 4 strength 4.
Yep.
Like, remember, any blitzer becomes strength 4 as well. You're starting to, if you can get a KO on the next turn, the Orcs could be in real trouble.
No, absolutely. I mean, the blitz has just allowed the chaos to really get into his face, and that removal was, I mean, it's chef's kiss really. You couldn't have planned, if you couldn't have had much of a better first turn really if you try it. In fact, it's a turn 0, isn't it?
Do you know what? I actually love the placement of that. I was actually thinking, do I really want to leave that beastman there? That key beastman. But actually, you can't get whoever's going to come in and blitz it. You can't get them safe because you have to block all these players out of the way. Yes, you could use Maximus maybe to come in, but you're not wanting to bring Maximus over here where the other claw is just waiting. It's just waiting to come and get you.
No, absolutely. I'll tell you what I'll do really like as well, which Lalalaprout has done, which is he's left a claw block piece in the middle of the field behind the line of scrimmage. So if Maximus does decide to tag onto the end, there's going to be a claw piece there. If he decides that he wants to bring him into the middle of the field, then you've got the one beastman on the edge of the 2 players on the right-hand side. You've got the mighty blower who's just a couple of squares behind, which is shoving. You've got a clear passage through, and then you've got the extra backup of the claw piece behind the line scrimmage. And as you said, these are all strength 4 when they're blitzing, so you don't have to worry about where's my assist, do I have to cancel, do I have to do. It's just straight in strength 4, 2 dice, off you go.
Yeah, I can see. I think I can see the Orcs. I mean, where as well do you go? Where do you go with the ball? You're going to be running back at this point.
Yeah, I think this is why Archer's taking quite a lot of time to think about this, because, decent opportunity to pick up the ball and cover it reasonably well, but then how are you going to unpick this to try and move forward down the field?
I'm not surprised this is the blitz. That's going to be the blitz target. One of those claws. Wrestle tentacles though, it's not great.
No, wrestle tentacles is not great at all. Although, it's not as bad as the beast of Nurgle, which obviously isn't on the field. Push back again. That's unlucky for Arch. That's out of his 3 blocks he's done, that's 2 lots of pushbacks.
And interesting as well that he's left now a claw block next turn if he wants to take it on a piece. Doesn't really matter which one he wants to give up, but he's got to give up a claw block and then probably a claw blitz as well.
Let's have a look. There's 2 guard in there as well, so that sure hands Orc. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes with the next round of block dice being thrown.
As well, the other disappointing thing for Archangel will be is that there's no foul this turn.
No, he's not been able to get anybody down. And he's put the foul piece adjacent to the claw piece as well, so
with a guard,
you've now got a choice to remove a nice pick. Well, it's guard either side.
That sneaky get dirty player is just such a funny piece. It can just be a complete game changer, or it can be a nothing piece.
Depends on them ref spectacles, doesn't it? Depends on them ref spectacles. Oh, what cheeky 1 dice with a pro? Why not?
Needed that really.
Oh, we've got a break. And a KO. Okay, so it's not a full removal, but it's still a KO. So you're back to 10v10 now.
Unity is strength.
A vital knockdown at the end of the turn as well.
Yeah, it's cleared the way for Math. Queen Math on the left-hand side of the field.
So I'm very, very curious where the blitz comes here.
Yeah, because I mean you're already pressuring the Orcs, so it's how much more do you want to twist the screw? And if you are going to twist the screw, that generally comes with risk and reward. Yeah, I mean what you could, well, there's so many options because the Pesticore blitzes are just straight into strength 4, so it's just so much easier to be able to select a blitz.
I like that.
Very
as a
nice
choice, yeah. But I did wonder whether actually you could do more something on that left-hand side with that warrior to free up those other 2 pieces.
Oh wow!
Wow, that's
another solid
really
removal.
Start.
And you know what? That wasn't even a claw piece either. That was just Mighty Blow. This game is going to get bloody, fans. I hope you're strapped in. Interesting that he chose not to follow up, though. Because that could have then given a guard against Queen Math.
Yeah. I think it's possibly just the commitment of the resources to get in there. And I suspect that it's just because of that guard piece there.
Can't argue with that call, can you?
Well, he must have heard
really
you because he is going to town with Claw Mighty Blow on all of those stand firm blockers. So he must have been having a bit of an earwig as he was walking past the commentary box.
This is exactly what I'd be doing, because they're the ones that are going to dictate the tempo. The blitzers are not going to dictate the drive. It's the big uns.
Yeah, totally agree. Because if you're unable to push them back or move them or maneuver them around, then you can't manipulate the field. And you know, anybody who's been on Archer's boot camp, you know, raising my hand from the commentary box, he says a big part of the game is trying to get your opponents to do what you want them to do. And if you remove those stand firm pieces, or whether it's sidestep or whether it's grab away, it's a piece out of their toolbox that they're not able to utilize.
Absolutely, yeah.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure thing in front of them.
So here's the wrestle.
So this is just a bog standard lineman. Would be lucky if he manages to get rid of him. These
so that was interesting. A claw. Was that the claw piece on? Oh no, it wasn't the claw. Yeah. Sorry, my skills are overlapping because there's that many of them.
Yeah.
Rattled across the players.
That blitz appears to be anchored to the spot.
Yeah, I don't think the block skill is going to be massive on this. Again, the wrestle piece is going to be interesting because both sides have got quite a good use of block on both sides of the field.
Really, really under the cosh now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 who have full movement and can do something, and got 4 on the deck who really can just stand up.
But to be fair, where Queen Math is on her feet, there's always a way. But I tell you what I do really like is I like Lalalaprout's approach to this, where it could have been so easy for them to push those pieces at the back forward into the LOS or try and keep numbers, and they've just kept a really level head. So you've got the 4 pieces meeting the 3 pieces on the right hand side. In the middle, based at the moment, it's got 3 versus 4 when the other one stands up, and it's just got those 2 pieces that it just seems like if a gap starts to appear or if he starts to weaken, they're going to come in and pick up the slack. So we're probably going to see these 2 chaos blockers go down now, and well, spoke too soon, commentators to curse, but then you'd start to see these 2 pieces at the back start to drop in and fill in.
You've got Pro there to use. Not a great result for the Orcs.
Yeah, I'd say at the moment, and I know we're only in sort of turn 2 / sort of fourth phase, but I'd say the dice rolls at the moment are definitely gone in favour of Chaos, but there's still a hell of a lot of Blood Bowl to go in this.
Absolutely. So this is the first genuine opportunity that Lalalaprout is going to get to have a go at the Star Orc. And this was completely unavoidable. I don't think Archangel could do anything about this to stop
No.
a blitz.
No, it is being an Elven player, and you probably empathise with this as well. It's really painful when you've got to put that star player in the firing line because you've got to score them touchdowns or you've got to keep the game going.
Yeah.
The other players stood there like statues, with such easy prey. I swooped down myself. I fancy a fight.
Sensible moves first.
So I'll tell you what would be interesting here.
Yeah, go on, Max.
No, sorry, after you.
No, I was going to say, just things that we just see at this. We obviously watch a number of games going across the All Access, but just like basic things like you're not going to use those pieces. Just stand them up, make sure that if that quad skull comes up, that you haven't lost all the momentum. So my play here is you're going to be blitzing.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob? No.
So I think you could blitz the ball carrier if you wanted, but I don't think that there is a benefit to doing so, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally agree. In fact, one of the things that I was going to say was that even though there's the option to blitz the 2 Orcs down the side, because the Orcs are almost in isolation and because of the 3 pieces that Lala could bring through, I was wondering whether the Mighty Blow Clawra was an option to have another crack at the frenzied Snow Slayer, who's obviously got Stand Firm, Juggernaut, and a whole host of things that could bring in. But really measured.
This is a really surprising move.
Double pow.
Another player on the ground.
Oh, and catches the ball as well for good measure. Wow, it was the whole punch and catch.
So I wouldn't have structured my turn that way. I probably would have hit Mathamus and then pressured the ball. Because at this point, the Chaos is... It doesn't really matter what happened on that turn, unless it's a turnover. The Chaos is winning this drive comfortably at this stage.
I do quite like the aggression though, because by not hitting Mathamus and running around and going straight for the ball carrier, all of those pieces in the middle are kind of based or have got to fight their way out to be able to support. And okay, it's based Mathamus as well, so Mathamus has got to dodge out, and it's not a straightforward dodge either.
So this will be the blitz here, and that frees up Mathamus to get out. And this is why I think I preferred to put the press on, just from a personal perspective. I'd prefer to put the press on with 2 players.
I like that it's come around the back as well to hit the ball down towards Mathamus as well. So it gives him a better chance of recovery.
Yeah.
Bit unlucky with this guy.
Well, I could start my own team.
No problem for Mathamus, as long as
hey, come on, Phil. You're an Elven coach. We've rolled our fair share of snake eyes, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Now it's just a simple matter of getting the ball at their feet. It's never simple.
Yeah, my team's taken a bit of a pummeling in the UKBBL this season. I played 4 bash teams on the bounce and managed to accumulate 20 casualties.
Yeah, my casualties haven't been particularly bad, but it's more been a case of they've been on quite important players.
So during my casualty run, in fact, the last game that I played, the Chaos against Chaos, I had 3 deaths and actually appoed a 4th death. and on top of the 3 deaths, I had 2 armor decreases on blitzers with sidestep, tackle, and dodge.
I'll put the dice log back on, folks, so you can actually see what the dice rolls are.
Lovely.
I'll just show the ones that you missed. It was just a, it
The
was just a
ones.
3. I don't think you've got much of a choice here. I almost
You've got to.
I almost
You've got to
think
try
you
and gain the
have
ball
to
back,
go
haven't
for
you?
this to make some sort of screen.
Oh, hold on. We've got to concede.
Might have just been.
Or is it that they've disconnected?
Let's have a little look. Never happened before.
Oh, Archer's saying the game got stuck.
Well, we'll try and find out what's happened here, folks.
So it's showing up as the game's been completed in the history of activities.
Let's try and have a little look here. Well, we shall wait for some sort of chat.
Yeah, so I'm currently looking at Archangel's history, and it's showing Lalalaprout as a 1-0 victory.
Excellent.
So you don't have to worry about going to extra time now, Phil.
Okay. Yeah. This might be the.
So what does happen now then, Phil?
Well, I think. Let me go and check the code of conduct. The thing that really is really tricky about this is that Lalalaprout had a clear advantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
That
was a
absolutely
clear advantage.
goes without saying. Most anticlimactic final of the FA Cup ever. Could be math. Could be math. Yeah, totally agree, Mark. Yeah, he was in charge.
Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to see whether the coaches themselves can come to a decision about what they're going to do.
Right, so let's get them on Discord, and it's a wrap off, right?
Let's see.
I suppose we possibly could do Genjo. The problem, though, becomes that obviously there was removals, which obviously you can set aside, but then as the game progresses, there will be times that they have to set up on the pitch, so would they have to step them aside? It's a very, very awkward one, isn't it?
So the only thing I can think of is you could set the pieces that were removed to miss next game via the tools. The thing is I can't do anything about KOs.
About the positioning.
I can't do anything about KOs. It's just like.
And there was one KO, wasn't there? One of the chaos pieces went KO.
Inducements would also be messed up. This becomes a real problem. Let's
Yes.
see whether the coaches can right. Okay, folks. So this is basically what they're going to do. They're going to replay, but a draw is going to count as a win for Lalalaprout.
So when you say replay, is that replay from scratch,
So replay
or
from the
are they going to try
start.
and...
That's what they're going to do.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much math, because if it's a draw will be a win for La.
So we just need to wait for the game to restart. The interesting thing is that it's is it a friendly issue that it's caused? We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know, do you? The wonderful world of, like, Blood Bowl 3 and such. Because you'd like to think that, in terms of connection, the game would be treated as any other game, which is, as long as somebody's there, you can connect back to it.
Just put no overtimes or kicks.
No overtimes or kicks. So if it ends in the draw, then the draw turns into a win for La for the advantage that you gained in the first few turns of the previous game.
Yeah, Lalalaprout has just confirmed this on the chat for everybody. Okay, folks, so we have a very strange final. So we're going to redo. We're going to have a retake of this. The interesting thing is are they? Okay.
Good evening, sports fans.
Yeah. But basically, we've had overtime.
Yeah, we've had overtime beforehand. So yeah, unfortunately, Phil, who was hoping to dive out the commentary box, jump on the nearest wagon, and roll away to his next activity, might be slightly delayed. Yeah, predictions still stand, Mark. They have to. Definitely magic overtime. Definitely magic overtime. So just while they're readying up, in my short stint of returning after my huge after Blood Bowl, playing in the UKBBL and getting some hints and tips off the various coaches that I bumped into on the way has massively helped my tabletop game.
Yeah, as I say, I think the league is actually quite a high standard, and I do credit my not world-beating form, but my decent form to the league. I mean, I'm currently saying I think it's 12th in the Southeast Tournament Series, thanks to 2 5th places, and I think I want to say an 11th or 12th at double standards in High Wycombe.
So I went to my first Blood Bowl tournament tabletop in May in 24 years.
Wow.
And I went up with absolutely no expectations. 50 players. You've got people like frickin' Scouse Boy playing. You look across the room, you've got Andy Darvo there. You've got a few other names that you sort of recognise on stream and things. Yeah. And I actually managed to go the whole day 3-0, and then missed out narrowly on second because Andy Darvo picked me on bonus points for the league. So
outrageous.
Yeah, I was. It was outrageous. It was absolutely outrageous.
What were you playing?
So I played Dark Elves.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're just a really good, solid race. I'm still humming and hawing as what I take to Leeds for the UK team competition.
Do you know what? I'm considering rocking up to that last moment because there are a few people that have gone, we're missing players, and I think that will be a good measure of how far I've come on tabletop. I mean, I definitely notice more things on tabletop than I do in Blood Bowl 3 because it's not point and click. It's you physically got models there, and you can.
It's also the time. So you obviously, most games play between 2.25 and 3 hours in a league play, because you actually have time to sit and think about things, and I think you do make more mistakes on Blood Bowl 3 because you're playing a competitive block, and so games essentially last a max of 90 minutes, and you do miss things. So So those key turns you can spend 10 minutes thinking about and rolling dice on, and that is perfectly normal. I take that as almost a big compliment. If I make my opponent think, I take that as a bit of a compliment.
Yeah, and I think when you're trying to unpick plays as well, is when you've got miniatures in front of you. I definitely digest the information a lot quicker seeing physical objects than staring at a screen and then trying to hover over and go, that's a big in, or that's got those skills, or that's got that.
Nice deep kick.
Today, the length of a game is completely unpredictable.
Oh, maybe I do make my next activity because we've got a turn less here. Now,
so it's interesting. Instead of getting like a turn 0, we've actually lost a turn this time round.
This feels like Lalalaprout just doing his thing, doing his normal thing.
So the big question is, I think you have to have a go, really, don't you? I mean, this early in the game with the player exposed, you've got to have a go at Queen Mathmas, haven't you? Can he get to Queen Mathmas from there? Right at the back? It's a blitz with the strength 4, isn't it?
He's going to do the same thing, and he's going to hit that big one.
That. Oh, block this time. See, this piece is knocked out. It's almost like a full reversal of what happened in the previous start. No, Tyrannosaurus, because of the redo, you get to watch the full 15 turns.
Yay!
And not have to worry about overtime. Oh, here you go. Two KOs. The Orcs are going to press this advantage now. Cat getting straight down the field and applying pressure straight away.
You've got to if the ball's there, and the Chaos are really slow, aren't they? Well, they are in comparison to some racers, but...
Yeah, similar speed with the exception of Queen Math, who's been taking various supplements to increase the pace of a running down the pitch.
What's the is it I is it something like that? Whoever looks out for
This is a big game, Bob.
supplement use in sports.
Absolutely.
Certainly would be kicking out some players from our league if they were looking at our lot.
I'll tell you what is a nice leveler, and I am looking forward to it, mainly because my team's had the absolute shit kicked out of it this season, so we'll probably be living in East for another season, and that is how the redraft rules will affect teams that have obviously enjoyed established players and been able to build up over the seasons.
Yeah, so my opinion is that you're likely to not see much of a change this season, but you will see a change next season to the very established teams. New teams get an opportunity to build, which is quite important.
Yeah, because for the first season, you can't retrospectively go back and go, you've had this player for 5 seasons, and it's going to cost you 50k more.
Interesting to see where he uses the blitz here.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I hope that
Yeah, cut off that piece to give him a bit of breathing.
They really need something here.
Here we go. You called it. It's a stun.
Would have been nice if that had been one more. See, if that was the Mighty Blow piece, that piece has gone onto the bench.
Yep. I think that Mighty Blow piece being off the pitch, and the thing is, it's not guaranteed that they're going to come back when their new drive begins either. So
Yeah. I mean, it's a
I said-
3+. It's a 3+ though, isn't it? So we have
Yes.
to remember that. That will
Oh,
be a
double
reroll.
scald straight in.
Not a word, Jim. A sound. Crunch.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
The Orc armor's holding a little bit better this time.
Yes, absolutely. I think with that mighty blow claw piece being off the field is definitely the Orcs are wiping a bit of sweat off the brow.
Now this piece is blitzable. You could take a 1 dice on, but it would leave Mathimus quite exposed.
Yeah, that's a big risk, big reward play. And would you want to leave Mathimus exposed like that this early on in the game? I suppose the thing that Archer's now got to have in the back of the head is there is no draw.
He's got to
They
win.
have to win this. So do you then go all out to get the win, especially with how deep that ball is? I mean, 8 movement as well.
Yep. And essentially it dodges on a 2+.
Can't argue with that call, can you?
No.
I can see this piece getting fouled next turn. Or this turn,
Nothing
sorry.
good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
Getting another one of those core pieces off would be huge.
Yeah. Yeah, you take those claw pieces off and it starts to swing in favour of the Orcs again then, doesn't it?
Oh, too easy.
So Archangel's going to go for the...
Another break, another KO. Those KOs are really racking up now. So with 3 players being off the field, you're probably more inclined to take this 1 dice now, aren't you? That is aggressive.
Given how badly this driver started, you can almost let Archangel score here. You could almost let him score, because you essentially have a... You have a touchdown
have a
in the
free
bank.
LOS again. See whether you get your players back.
See whether you're a bit more successful on your opening block.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that essentially you've got a 1 touchdown head start
And he's still standing.
makes it an interesting conundrum.
Should they be stomping on the player's neck with those studded boots?
Almost.
Well, you called the foul piece, didn't you?
So yes.
I mean, it's the last claw, so you have to have a go.
Yeah. So the big question here now is, what can the Chaos do? But like you say, do they just turn around and go, do you know what? You score, put you guys on the line of scrimmage, let's see what claw pieces I get back, and let's go again for round 2. And if they are able to score on that drive, you're back to 1-1 and going, come at me, Orcs.
Yeah.
Although, unless those pieces come back, it's going to be a player down.
You have to, though, retreat your players, because you also can't allow Archangel to just sit at the back.
No.
The Chaos need something here to go for them.
That'll help the player.
Yeah, come on, Nuffle. Let's have some removals and even up the game.
That's a good choice for this.
Getting rid of Mathimus would be quite a good one.
That player's a little short.
With the redraft rules coming in, and I suppose it could be something that other coaches are considering, not considering, mainly as our elven folk that are getting the crap kicked out of us. When it comes to the redraft, if you're in a depleted state, similar to myself and some of the other, I think there's a Elven Union team that's absolutely had bells kicked out of it. When they come to create their team for the new season, do they go back to creating a base with 1 million and then start doing their pieces, or is it very much a case of no, they're the players you've got left, there's your money, and you're going to walk into the new season with a bunch of loaners?
No, so the redraft works slightly differently in the fact that, and just again as a bit of an advertisement, that Archangel will be doing a answer all your questions, I think, on Thursday. I think that's the date for it. So the redraft is a little bit different to the cap meeting that we have been doing.
Lovely.
So in a redraft, for those who haven't gone through it in a ladder, the first thing you do is you have to decide which players you want to keep, adding 10k to their current team value, and that is the cost to rehire them. You can then add any players that are missing from like the normal screen player purchase. So for example, if you only keep 2 Dark Elf Blitzers, on the second screen you'd be able to buy a further 2 Dark Elf Blitzers at their 100k cost. And everyone in tier 3, 2 and 1 will have their cap set arbitrarily, or their cash available set to 1,500 this season, purely for the fact of learning the settings that we've been given.
Sure.
We haven't been able to set them up in a way so that everyone gets the cash that they would be allocated based on their win rate.
Sure.
So, and in tier 4, the returning teams will get 1,300.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
You still have a fair bit of cutting to do if you get relegated to tier 4. But you're able to keep a lot of your players. Personally, I think that the upshot of it is that in this first season where you've got established teams, I think any team that's getting relegated, you're probably going to see them return to a TV of around about 1250. I reckon something like that. Because you've probably not got 10 players you want to keep. You've probably got 5 players you want to keep. Unless, of course, it's a really established team. I don't think there's enough of them about that get relegated. There's only a few candidates where that's true. I haven't looked as to whether they're...
Yeah, really, the established teams are generally performing well in their sort of divisions and leagues, aren't they? You're not really going to see those. I think if you'd look back to the previous season, I think one of those you could have looked at was Little Wing, who dropped down with the Orcs, and with the exception of BB not in the division, has really given everybody a good hiding with that team.
Interesting turn coming up for the Chaos.
Yeah, absolutely. I was as we were sort of speaking, and as Ark was picking away at the blocks and the blitzes, I quite liked the way that Lala had built the way that, yes, there was the opportunity to hit the ball, but if he was coming in from the right hand side, the ball was then going to go scatter between the Chaos Warriors. If you're coming from the left, it was going to be pushed into an open space which was surrounded by the others. So it was a nice use of limited resources without completely exposed. But I think with the stun and the push and the other bits now, Lala finds themselves in a little bit of bother.
I feel really sorry about Lalalaprout, and I know there's nothing that Archangel could do about it. I just feel really sorry that the dice have been not balanced. I think what would have been good is if you had a balanced start for both players.
Yeah.
But it is
no, I totally agree.
That's the drawbacks of playing on an electronic version. Very interesting.
No, I very, very much empathise and sympathise with this, because Lala must be sat there thinking, oh my gosh, I've agreed to do this and I was in such a good position in the last game. And to be fair, there's still a lot of Blood Bowl to go, but being 3 players down on your own drive and the pressure that's being applied at the moment, it do be a bit rough. And what I am looking at though is over on the right hand side where you've got the remaining tentacle core player. Is there a way that you can engineer the ball getting across and over to that side, because if you can get the ball over to that side, even with limited resources, Math is, you know, in the thick of it. Queen Math misses all the way over to the left-hand side, and even Queen Math is not going to catch you if you switch over to that right-hand side.
That's not what you wanted. I suspect you wanted to free him up.
Oh, cheeky one dice. Cheeky one dice. That is a right cheeky one dice there. That's coming good. Which then gives you a 2... I thought it was... I know it's a blocker, big on blocker, but again, it's got away with it. It's a shame that he did it with that one, though. I'd have picked the other one. I'd have picked the other piece to do it with. Because then you could then move the piece away and you'd have like a little clear run through to the right-hand side.
Very nice.
Ah, okay, he's done it that way. He's done it this way. So does he now just blitz the Orc and run up the field? Do you blitz with a ball carrier?
0 rerolls is not a great place to be. But
No, but you've got block.
You've
got block versus the kick, haven't you? Block versus the kick. The only thing that's doing you is a double skull.
So the argument against blocking with the ball carrier is if you get a double both down, you...
Oh, I wouldn't have rushed. I think I'd have been a little bit more risky. I think I would have been tempted to do a blitz on the kick player
the blitz
and have
gone,
2 dice.
The blitz had gone, was used here.
Oh, had it gone, had it? I missed it. Oh man, okay. But the rush with no rerolls was a bit ballsy. But the ball's now right over on the right hand side where there's less Orcs.
Absolutely. Just having a look to see where the sure hands are, and they're both on the bench. Arcane just got both rerolls though, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem here to recover the ball. And he's got 4 turns essentially to recover the ball and move it down the field with a movement 8 player, who will soon be in the vicinity.
Yes.
Well, you can't beat the birdie swing burger. Always upgrade the meals to glutton size, though, or else you'll fry.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Second blitz, mate. Second blitz, that's what we need. The Queen has spoken. We're good on how I'll have 2 blitzes now. Yeah, I think there's going to be a solid wall of Orc screenage that's going to appear over here to try and scupper the ball moving down the field.
So while we look at Archangel just thinking about his turn, so I'll use this opportunity again to plug the UKBBL's tabletop tournament held on the 7th and 8th of March in 2026. We do really want to return the tabletop event to its preeminent place within the calendar. Obviously with the break between Blood Bowl 2 and Blood Bowl 3,
and the drop in kind of players engaging with the platform, we've seen a little bit of a drop off in players signing up for it without being approached, I think is possibly the way we could phrase it. Not begged to come is a different, it's not the phrase I'm going to use, but
why not, Phil? That's a fantastic phrase. I think you should say that more often.
No, but it would be nice. It would be nice to see another KO there. It looks like the Orcs are probably going to run away and score here. Yeah, so it would just be nice to see a bit more of the player base that we have. Come and play some tabletop Blood Bowl with us. So a 2-day event. It is the best date on the UKBBL calendar. Forget season starts, forget FA Cup finals, forget UKBBL stream finals for the glory of the UKBBL title. The tabletop is the best weekend on the calendar. So even if you're abroad, come and consider flying over to Nottinghamshire and playing 2 days of the glorious Blood Bowl with us.
So where is the UKBBL tabletop tournament played?
It is in Nottinghamshire. It's Sandy Acre. It's the Holiday Inn, just off the M1 junction. I want to say 37, something like that. It's all very. We don't do it in like Oh, we've got something exciting happening here. We'll just break away.
Yeah, push. So unfortunately, the double push stops him from going down.
He's going to take
these
it one
rushes
at a
again.
time. Go on, do it. Might as well. He didn't feel brave enough.
You was close. Holiday Inn. I'm just trying to search at the moment. Holiday Inn San Diego.
We'll try and find it on the on Talk Fantasy Football.
And they start the turn in trouble.
Oh, okay. So it's the A52. So it's the south end.
Yeah. So the idea is that it's in the middle of the country. So anybody who is anywhere has a similar sort of distance to travel.
And not far from East Midlands Airport for those who want to come in from abroad.
Absolutely. 56 coaches
So-
you can take for this event, so please do come and consider signing up to play. £30 for the weekend. That's for just the Blood Bowl. Accommodation and food is not included. You will have to provide that for yourself.
So with you hiring the corporate area to play Blood Bowl, does that mean you get a lovely discount on the rooms as well, or is there no such luck in the UK anymore?
So I don't believe we get a discount on rooms, but what we do get is we get a discount on food for lunch and dinner. So if you do want to purchase something for lunch, you can get a discount. I can't remember what it was, but you usually can get a discount. Of course, staying at the Holiday Inn is not the only option, but it makes the gaming sessions easier at the end of the day.
So this is a really nice screen.
Yeah,
This
is sort of what I feared for the Chaos, is that the Orcs would basically just screen it out and take it to turn 8, and now basically Lalalaprout has to score next turn has to turn over on defense. At least the foul has been spotted. Can he argue the ref? He cannot.
The answer is no.
So that is at least marginally helpful. Doesn't help the fact that the Chaos are still 7 against 10 and no access to claw on this.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. You should know.
All gone a bit pear-shaped, unfortunately, for the Chaos here.
Yeah, and as you say, you could do nothing but really feel for La La La, because they had such a great start in the previous, and technology beat technology. So is the rule set out for the tournament? Is it Resurrection? Is it while we're plugging things?
It's the normal Twist Resurrection. I can again put a link to the rule set if you'd all like to have a little look. But it is based on the 2024 NAF Championship rule set almost. There is just a couple of changes. If anyone wants to go and have a little look at the rules, it's there.
He's sprinting, so it's going to be okay.
It's managed to get some. So it's still not completely. There's still dice to be rolled here, so it's not given that the Orcs, but it's quite highly probable at this moment.
They just got owned. That's what the cool kids are saying these days, isn't it?
To be honest, I'd be taking the score. Just score.
I would be as well. You got 2 rerolls, you turn 7.
Just need to bring a big one in here. Probably
Yeah, I think
quick.
the timeouts helped out here as well. It's taken another turn that you'd have had to run down ordinarily.
Oh, it's a 3+, isn't it? Oh no, we've got break.
It is a
up,
3+.
so it's a 2+ actually.
See, nice placement there of the sand firm. So I was looking at, create a nice T-shape, go and blitz in there, push it out. Job's a good one.
Bloodvisor have certainly got their hands
And
deep
you're away.
into
But obviously, the sand firm takes that option away, which is a bit of a shame.
Certainly does. Absolutely does. So, are you going to be adding Maple to the non-permitted star players,
It's
or is
not
Maple
my
going to be
decision.
allowed?
It's Gav's decision. If I can take Maple and it's the right TV, I will be taking the star. Oh no, I remember the reason why I didn't take a star this year, and it was the fact that I had to pay 2 skills for it.
Oh.
So I will share. I've had quite a lot of success this year by running in tournaments that allow 6 skills. I think it's 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 is a primary.
6 or 7. Obviously for tier 2, if I can get 7 skills, something like that, and 1200 cash, Maple Humans is a good roster. I wouldn't actually say it's good. I would say it's great.
In the style of Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
Wait a second, what's happening down there?
Well, I suppose the only mercy here is, he's got a Juggernaut. There we go.
That's fightless. Even
Oh, and he gets the hit as well.
struggled.
It's a stun and pushes the other one out of the way, so I don't even need to risk the dice roll for a dodge now.
1, 2.
And
3.
could quite easily stall out for another turn if wanted to do so.
Yep. And that's what he'll do, and he'll bring this black orc, or this big one here, down into that place, essentially shutting out that score, or shutting out that potential blitz. How risky as Lalalaprout do you want to be? And then this is the other thing: no rerolls used.
So I think at this point you've got nothing to lose, have you? You just wade in and see what happens.
It got so.
Excuse my bad manners, but I gotta break in here. It's now as free as a fart.
What's
in a
annoying
finger.
is you also can't bring that claw in to do anything without potentially breaking it.
I mean, the claw's way too far away.
I mean, there's almost an argument here. Actually, you could just try and go for something. You could go for that, and if it's a KO, you Apo it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can leave that beastman there.
No, because he's going to get shoved off the pitch. Yeah, with 2 rerolls, why wouldn't you?
Sort of depends what Lalalaprout wants to do here. Absolutely going to be throwing a block here. Then I'm probably throwing a block here. And then I'm possibly doing some shenanigans. Okay, so he's not going to blitz the ball carrier.
A good coach always uses.
I think he's just hoping to hit some players and hopefully get some removals, I think.
Move it down so you can still hit that player next. I'm not sure
The
the
domino
reason
effect.
though.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing really. Unless it's just a case that you can base and not really have to. What is it? Two rushes to base. Oh, 1 to base. So 1 rush to base.
Oh, I see the theory. Okay.
Yeah, so you're getting somebody there now.
You're forcing dice rolls, I suppose, yeah.
You are forcing, yeah. And then, if you're giving Nuffle a chance, Nuffle will have a say.
Yeah, what are we looking for? 1 in 36 times 1 in 36. I'm a maths teacher, but I don't know what 36 squared is off the top of my head.
What will they do?
Well, let's face it, I don't think there's a single player in chat that hasn't rolled quad skulls, is there?
That's a good choice for this play.
Away this beastman goes.
That'll help the player move without
Off the pitch.
And it's
And
fine.
what do the crowd do to him? Just a bit of a tickle.
So I would Apo this.
Comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
No, it's taking the KO. Yeah, I think I was the same as you. Apo it, and then it's guaranteed to be there next line along. I'd say what good dice rolls for the KO recoveries though. 5 out of what was that? 4 out of 5.
Apart from Scratchy Coco, ironically, was the one who was KO'd last that I said should have used the Apo on.
Yeah. Okay, so this has still got plenty to go in it now then, hasn't it? However, trying to take the ball off these orcs is that's a challenge.
Orcs don't need to do anything now. They can almost sit back and just let the chaos come onto them.
You definitely have to find a new phrase there, Phil.
Yeah.
There you go. Maths pulled out the calculator and done the 36 squared for you. 1,296 to 1. I'll tell you what, that would be an eye opener, wouldn't it, Mark? If they was now to replay the first turn from the previous game and roll a blitz, that would be very, very interesting. Oh, you can do that in my head. Okay, sorry, my bad. I beg your pardon, Queen Mathimus. I didn't mean to.
Oops. I'll do this.
So in terms of the future of the UKBBL, obviously we've had the redraft stuff brought in, which is definitely going to shake some things up. But in terms of like level caps and things like that, are they going to remain, do you think, or is it going to be you're going to take it on a season by season basis and see how? Because obviously the redraft will snowball after the first season, won't it? People want to keep a couple of players and more players.
We reserve the right to change anything. We basically just have to see how it is. This is new for us. We've never done any kind of redrafts or caps before this anyway. So yeah, it's new for all of us essentially.
To assist their teammate.
I think as a new person who's climbed the leagues, so I started off in the lower and came up. My concern always was when I start climbing up and get higher, and if I am good enough to hit the Premiership, then trying to stay there with them well-established teams. It's almost like the new teams coming out the Championship trying to compete in the Premiership. Mm-hmm. So hearing you sort of first go with the redraft rules definitely gives me okay, so if I can hang around in there a few seasons, we can compete.
So I think that the great leveler I would say is that you have to remember that those established Premiership sides have been playing Premiership coaches for the last number of seasons, and you've obviously got all the problems that presents as well. So personally, I think there's been a number of rosters that have been quite fortunate with the number of injuries that they've received. I think I could probably look at this Orc side as a good example of that. They've had some deaths on their roster, but of the really important ones have stayed around. I can't remember the last time that Archangel lost a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Has definitely lost blitzers, because I think we're on the third iteration of Phil's Revenge.
Phil's Revenge. Revenge.
Well, it's a tackle mighty blow piece. So any Elven coaches that are coming up to Prem West, enjoy that next season, because it'll be there.
Yeah, as I say, I think with the casualties I've endured, I think I'll be in East for another season.
My prediction
But now
earlier
let's.
was this Orc side will win the UKBBL next season. Whether it'll win it the season after is another matter. This
Yeah,
is where
when the
I think
retract kicks in.
This is where I think the Caps really start to bite. But this team, which is probably the strongest anyway in the UKBBL, will still be the strongest, I reckon, by some considerable margin next season. But you do have some interesting teams coming back. Galentio's To Die For is coming back next season. The defending UKBBL champion Ugnash is coming back next season. So you've got some decent teams. There's some other teams that might benefit from coming back, given the fact that it's redraft. So you've got Hillenic Skaven, which is not a bad side at all. Andy Davo has an Orc side that if he wanted to bring back, he could.
You've got some good teams coming up. I know on the east side you've got BB Nuts Nurgle team, which is, you know, very well equipped. It's got Claw, it's got Mighty Blow, it's got a good set of guard and a good set of block all the way through. You've got Little Wings Dwarves, again, really well kitted out. Lots of guard, lots of Mighty Blow, arm bars, other bits in there as well that'll be going up and joining in. I'm not sure how the west side of the of that division is looking.
It's all bash.
All bash.
Well, we've got rid of one of them. So
there we go.
I think apart from myself, I will be considered the only non-bash side that will be staying in the Prem next season. I'm going to have a little look to corroborate my claim. No, I rescind that claim, because you've got an Elven Union team who, provided that they don't get overtaken, I can't see them really being overtaken on 14 points. They'd be quite unlucky to be relegated on 14. 2 Orc sides, 2 Lizards, an Undead. Sorry, 3 Orc sides currently, if the things stay as they are.
Did you know you have a
A Renegade, an Undead, and then obviously my Dark Elves for the Union. Altdorf West as the bloodiest division is the claim from Dion. I shall have to.
Ooh, really? Yeah, you have a look at that. I'm going to have a look at Altdorf East.
Well, I'm going to do some quick casualty counting up in my head. Actually, Dion will be able to tell us, because he's Statman Dion.
Statman Dion?
Yeah, Statman Dion.
How does East and West come?
How many casualties each division has got? Do you know when you watch the cricket, you know, you always have the stat man. Dion's our stat man. I essentially need him on one of these on these streams. Basically, every time there's something interesting happening, he kind of whacks out this really crazy stat.
A prone player is a dead player.
So not a removal this time. That's marginally helpful. It really interesting how Archangel will play this half.
No, I think I'm going to agree with Statman. Having a quick glance and doing some quick mental maths, that is definitely the bloodiest division. Certainly over East and West for that tier. Publish some stats. That'd be great to have some stats like that, actually. You know, bloodiest division that scored the most touchdowns. You know, things like that. That'd be really good. I know that Archangel has already started doing some things on like levels of players and where it sits them in the division against the others.
What do you mean by that?
So there were some tables
I love a good stat.
that I remember seeing where I've got to find them now. Oh, there we go. So, for example, if you go into the Outdoor East chat, Archangel's put in there a series of stat tables, and on the stat tables, you've got where people are in their positions, the number of star player points that they've accumulated, and how many players have got each level of star player point.
There on the ground, Recruit will be spitting teeth about this.
That point.
And then you can also see whether they've won or lost as well. So you can see how the boxes in the bottom right corner go up and down depending on sort of whether they've won or lost or drawn. So that's quite nice. But yeah, some stats around touchdowns and casualties, I think is missing off there. You've saved all of the UKBBL rave. Oh wow, okay, that's a big task. Is that including the dodgy ones that we had at the beginning of the season as well? When the replay thing wasn't behaving as well. I think going back to your question, Phil, I think as the Orcs, you just sit on the ball. You are absolutely under all of the pressure, unfortunately, is on Lalalaprout.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, really, that the game has kind of devolved in this way.
Forfeit a payment, don't worry. They only sacrifice
I think the
you
dice
to
made the first half quite easy for the Orcs.
Yes, I mean they was going into turn 8 with 2 rerolls.
So this is interesting. I wondered whether Archangel might do this and go, do you know what? I'm going to just go and score, put myself 2-0 up, and then put myself on defense and hope he can't break me down. Because he does now have all his cores back.
Yes.
So he could start working through the nastier parts of the team in terms of the Orcs. So interested to see what he does with this thrower. So I thought
you gotta go give some backup. Yeah, so he's based. However, it's only what? Oh, do you eat this? He's gonna re-roll it. Yeah, it stops him just dodging out and being able to blitz the ball carrier.
Well, it's a question of what the fans are looking at. Who would you rather look at?
Look at that, Alt West 249 casualties. That's massive, that, isn't it? I thought it was bad in Alt East when me personally has taken 20 casualties.
It could get really messy for the cow, so don't get some knockdowns here.
Yeah, knockdown, some removals will be an absolute added bonus for them, just to give him a fighting chance to go in the game. He's gone for it. He's made it. Go on, he's gonna. Oh, come on! It's chewed up 2 rerolls. 3 rerolls. Oh my word! And he gets the POW though. And he gets the POW. Come on, Prout. Removal. Come on, do it.
Gets the stun.
That was a mammoth effort. That was.
So don't
The only
like the fact
downside
that it
now is there's nobody to pick up the ball.
Death.
Although the stun is huge because they're not getting up to interfere with the game now.
Pick up Mojo off the ground in a few seconds' time.
So the big question is, can Lalalaprout now take the advantage and shuffle the ball up the field?
Nicely done.
Come on, Prout, we believe in you.
I think he's owed it, personally.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Totally agreed. Did Archangel? They didn't win the cup last season, did they? They won the league, but not the cup because they went undefeated in all areas and then lost the final. Am I correct in thinking that?
Cup, I think. That's right. Zenjo won the cup. He's on the jam.
Yeah.
He'll tell us.
Tell us.
Oh, Mark's already done that. Zenjo did win the cup.
Could the cup be elusive to Ark again. Can Lala turn this around in a wicked twist of Nuffle fate after chewing 3 rerolls on a single blitz?
Chaos just
Ark has definitely made this a much more interesting half by having the YOLO potato play down the line.
He is not moving.
Just for a cheeky rush.
Ark seems to have got away with more of the cheeky rushes than Lala has.
Yeah, dice can be fickle sometimes, unfortunately.
But then on the flip side, Lala has had some wicked 1 dice on the balls as well. But I think that was in previous iteration of this game, wasn't it?
A good coach always uses
Oh, there's a solid score.
He's not re-rolling that. He'll take that.
No, you would be mad to take that. So,
Chance, and possibly the only chance that the Chaos will get.
yeah, definitely. 2 players on the ball. I mean, I would be really tempted to get another player next to their thrower and blitz off the ball. So that as long as you get a knockdown, you clear it.
Yeah, so my struggle is that I'd want to blitz here, but I'd want a player here so I can push the thrower off. That brings the sure hands in. The issue is that you've then got Mathimus sitting right next to you. So
Yes.
I'm not sure who's actually picking up the ball here, because no option is really good, unless of course you get some sort of removal here.
Would you not be tempted to throw in, if you were successful on those pieces, to throw in a cheeky foul on Math to see whether you could keep them down for another
You
turn?
possibly could, but it's 10v10, and the Chaos are more likely to leave the pitch than the Orcs are.
Yeah, with the armor 9 versus armor 10.
That would be my way of thinking of it.
Well, the players are getting knocked down. Players are getting freed up in that big melee in the middle there.
I possibly would be standing this one up so I could then block here.
Yes. Yeah, I'm still waiting. There we go.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
Now that gives you a block here.
This is going to be decisive.
It's a push, which then goes on to another. You take that. Yeah, shame, but you'll take it.
Now you're not throwing a block here because you've got it's a single dice.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's a 1 in 9 that you fail it. 1, 2.
Yeah, the poor unskilled lineman.
I almost think the best thing to do here is stand up for 3, blitz for 4, 5, 6,
They've got the advantage.
and then just try and mark.
Solid blitz. Solid blitz.
That helped the player move without risk.
Really needed a break there. You need to come and stand by the ball, and I think bring this player in as well and stand by the ball. That would probably be what I was going to do. Probably pushing this warrior here. Probably push
Yes.
it down.
Yeah, to try and create a bit of a shield in the event that you're fortunate enough to pick up the ball.
Okay, goes a different way.
Ooh, we got a
Does
break.
get a
Still not
stun,
enough.
which is quite
Stun.
helpful.
Yes.
There's not many orcs standing now.
Did you grease the ball before the start of the match?
That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's okay. The only thing I don't like about that is actually what you can do is you can stand this player up here, block away there, blitz there, pick up, and almost run in and score.
Mm.
But even if Archangel doesn't score here, he's got enough distance to cause a real problem.
Yeah, you really have to as well. I mean, I like the way that Lalalaprout has positioned the Beastmen so that it's not a straightforward pickup.
Probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal vision.
Does he go on the ball? Interesting.
I can think of is
Yeah, that is interesting because if that now goes into the crowd and flies all over the place,
oh, the ball has been lost.
I can't decide who that's better for at the moment.
Nobody.
I think that's definitely a bit of a knife edge ball.
The assist going to be enough to come out on top.
A prone player is a dead player.
Ah, that's nice. He's Rod the Pow.
The only mercy is
Which
the
now
only thing
frees
that
him.
Mathimus is missing is Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
Obviously can't say Mighty Blow because there's a legend of the UKBBL. Well, not a legend yet. Will get announced into the Hall of Fame at the end of the season.
Do they have to get all the levels and survive to the end of the season?
No, so I just do the announcements all in one go, so it just makes it a bit easier to kind of do a big sort of hooray, these are new legends of the UKBBL. And that's the other reason why I was also kind of supportive of a 10k. You can still get legends with 10k per season, particularly with a cash of 1500.
Yeah. I'm close to crafting my first legend. I have a level 5 at the moment sat in my team who's enjoying life at the moment. Not to paint a target on his back or anything.
Well, I had a level 6 that died yesterday. It was my Mighty Blow tackle blitzer with Frenzy. I was very sad. Had 2 niggles. It was its time. It was its time.
It's getting a bit old and long in the tooth.
Well, I would have just liked it to have made it to redraft, and with an opportunity to potentially heal the 2 niggles. Unfortunately, 13 plus 2 is 15, and straight 16 is dead. So
yeah. Yeah, I think it was tail end of last season, I had a leap strip ball wrestle witch elf that died against electric vision.
Oh, you went for my witch elf. Are they fun?
I do like the sack one. The other build that I like as well is the block juggernaut tackle.
Unfortunately, what I found is that I needed the survivability of the hill Apo that.
Oh, we've got a KO, but he's going no. We're staying on the pitch.
That's a straight Apo.
Yeah. Yeah, you would do just from a strategic point of view, because it looks like the Chaos are starting to get a little bit of momentum now. I mean, even though the Orcs have got the ball, the Chaos are gaining some momentum.
That's interesting. That's not actually where I'd have put that player.
No, I was thinking exactly the same thing. Really, I think there's other things that could have been done. I mean, it's coming out with a break tackle on a 2-up. But this might just free up another beastman to come around the back here. Always letting it be pushed. That's interesting. There's some good rolls here coming in for the Chaos. We can feel Nuffle's momentum building up.
If I had a gold cry for every player I've seen lying on the field start
So
right
he
away.
can,
But
so he can
You only need a
proverbial on you from a great height, I think.
yeah, I think so because you know Arch has got those players that have got the ability to do that. So break tackle out on the 2-up. You've got Queen Mathmas, which has got some fantastic agility. I think that just when you think you've got them cornered, these players are gonna come into their own, unless again given Nuffle opportunities, maybe Nuffle takes the opportunity to kick you in the nads, so to speak.
Double one is the only thing I think that can stop Archangel now.
Agreed. Well, the thing is as well is with the way that they're going a double one, and then depends where the ball drops. Because if that ball
Yeah.
goes in the crowd, it's going anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And they do happen. I managed to roll three double ones in the first half. If you include double skulls as double one.
Absolutely. Of course we do as elf players. Everything is a double one.
Just waiting for the players and the coach to do something. Anything. Please, just be interested.
So how many players do we have for the tabletop UKBBL tournament,
So
or
I
is it
think
still early days?
currently, I mean, we still have a load of time, but we are. If I go back, so it's 11 plus. I think it's something like we're up to 18. Very early doors. I'd expect that. I'd expect us to sell out that event, but we did because it's part of the Midland Tournament Series. We had a lot of players from the Midlands who maybe don't necessarily play with UKBBL. I think just what I'd like to see is a few more UKBBL
Got any
players.
advice for the
So
budding coach then, Bob?
if you like Max have not played a lot of tabletop in recent years, UKBBL tournament is the place to start. It's the place where I played my first tabletop game. I actually got to play against Waldorf, which was fabulous. Because I didn't have a clue what I was doing, because I was like, right, what do I now do? Because like the computer does it all for me.
Yeah, you got to work it out on your own. But you're a maths teacher, you're fine with that, right?
Well, it's not the mathematics behind it. It's the actual actions of the game.
So this is quite interesting, and I don't think I see Arch do this very often, but they're down to 1 minute of time bank left.
Oh, I see this all the time. This is very common, chat.
Another player on the ground.
I think he managed to play the overtime against who was it in the final? I was kind of expecting this.
Love it.
What, just coax you in and then run away?
Yeah. He only needs to keep
See,
hold of the ball.
Yeah, so I'm quite surprised that when Lala freed up the Beastman, that he actually brought him on the defence side and not the offence side, because I'd have been tempted to have him on the offence side in the event that this happened, because we've already got enough bodies on the defence side.
Mm.
Oh, Tentacles does a thing. But the thing is now, because Math's got the ball, you're going to really struggle to close this player down. Eight movement.
You can have a go with this warrior.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Do the block on the stand firm.
Can you get a chain push? Well, you can't because you stand firm.
You're gonna have to dodge out, aren't you? You're gonna have to take the block on the one on the left hand side, clear the way, and hope that you make a dodge.
We're sort of go big or go home time now, really, aren't we? 4+, 3+, 2+, and then what you're looking for, both down. You're basically looking for 5 pluses on a double, which I think is about a 52% chance. I think that comes up.
The attacker has an assist.
Yeah, didn't get the down, unfortunately.
Put some force behind those punches.
Which now makes, if you did wanted to... It's nice, it's a little bit late, but could hopefully contribute. Claw's doing a thing. It makes that warrior move now a hell of a lot harder.
Need to start getting some chaos a little bit further up the pitch.
Yeah, I was literally just as you were saying that, thinking, do we try and manoeuvre and free up players just so that we can close down slightly, or do you just go all in and go, do you know what, I'm just going to go for the ball? I don't think you can though, because the Warriors are agility 4, are they? Oh no, they're agility 3+, so that's a 4 up into 2.
4-3, 2, and then 2 dice block.
Yeah, with 1 reroll, which you wouldn't really fancy taking under ordinary circumstances, would you?
Can't argue with that call,
Oh,
can
I
you?
didn't get it again. That's so unlucky. So that's 2 lots of 2 dice, and it's just been pushes.
Well, one of those might have been a 4. based on how the dice work on the game.
Uh-huh. Oh dear, here we go. You've got to take that, yeah, you've got to eat it.
Yeah.
And the problem is now is that frees up a big one at the back.
I don't think it really matters. I think Maximus is just going to go and sit in the corner back here.
Yeah, you're gonna struggle to catch a movement 8 without numbers, aren't you? And the numbers are all tied up at the moment. Like I say, short of quad skulls or snakes, we can see this getting timed out.
Anybody got any playing cards? Bored. Hey, who knows the rules for nerdlings in the closet?
Yeah, he just comes around now, creates the screen, keeps Queen Math safe. Not that Queen Math needs it, because 8 movement.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
So that's now 2 stand firm pieces in front of the blockers.
I know it is only a game, but I still feel so sorry for
Yeah, literally exactly the same thing, because the advantage that was created in that first iteration of the game was big, and I was in such a good position.
So I'm not actually thinking about it. I like the fact that Maximus is sitting back there, not going right into the corner, and still in touching distance with this group of blockers.
Well, it's to create the illusion, isn't it? What is it? The Matrix create the illusion of choice when the decision's already been made.
Mm.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
What's interesting though is it is going to allow some of these beastmen over the right hand side to potentially come over.
You need to get several of them, and you need to leave a Saka actually here. So on this left hand side, because that's where Maximus will run next, and just shove these big uns in front of it and go break me down.
Yeah, the three big uns with stand firm, which are covering this left hand side, are definitely giving it problems, because ordinarily you could push and prod. Oh, there you go, double skulls, eats his last reroll. And now see what Lala does. There we go, that's a piece over the left hand side. And now it's a case of just trying to knock over as many orcs as possible to try and prevent them from assisting or having any part in defending Queen Math.
Interesting choice not to follow that up. I absolutely would have been.
Yeah.
I don't want
Reed.
any help, because I would want this beastman to come over somewhere.
Unless, I was going to say, unless it's to allow this beastman that's now just run over to assist that left-hand side of the field. So that's a down.
You really want the next one as well as a down.
Yeah.
You have to follow this.
And you could do with basing the Juggernaut one, which is currently free as well. The down didn't come.
So now this is a block here, I think.
A removal would have been nice if it was on the left-hand side of the field.
Just try and dodge this one out.
Yep. I know it's gone for the hit. Okay. I'd have been the same. I'd have tried to dodge it out and bring it over to the left. Come on, Beastman, you're leaving it a bit late now, aren't you? Where was this earlier on in the game?
Well, this has not made it straightforward. You're going to get an opportunity. I feel it's inevitable that the Chaos are going to get an opportunity.
I think with the lack of rerolls that are there, it's going to make it tricky, you know, picking up the ball on threes without any interference, getting it down the field. Yeah, even if you sack Mathmas now, you're still not dead on for scoring in 2 turns.
You almost need to hand off this turn.
Yeah.
To try and bring it up. So you've only got
new balls, please. I'm not going to
Buzzkill.
I mean, ideally you want to be blitzing with the wrestle strip ball.
Yeah.
Who, if Mathamus goes for it and gets it, is going to be a go for it away. So, is blitzable currently? 1 go for it currently.
Ooh, what do we say about snakes? What do we say about snakes? Oh,
It's a funny old game.
it is a funny old game. So, how do you now get that ball down the pitch? I mean, there's no tackle zones. You've just physically got to ship the ball up there now, aren't you?
Well, I like this. Create as many options as you possibly can. So,
Yeah.
Scoring threat.
Yeah, and you've only really got to deal with these two big and blockers here in the field. It's just not what needed.
You absolutely know if he gets that result next time, he's not standing firm.
No, absolutely not. So I think your blitz target is the obvious one now. So question here for you, Phil, because obviously as Albion players we take like the pick up and the handoff and things as pretty much for granted, but you know, here where you're on 3-ups and you know you don't want to be handling off or things like that, do you try and run it down the field, or do you just think, do you know what, I'm going to throw it down the field, I'm going to create a screen, I'm going to throw it down the field so that all I need to do next turn is a 3+ pickup to run it in the end zone?
It's probably not the correct choice. I'm not great with I haven't looked at the statistics and numbers of it.
That's a nice hit. That is a much needed hit.
So it's just, can he pick up the ball?
Yeah. Can he pick up the ball and can they get it down the field?
So you want to shove him there. Then you want to run in and pick up the ball. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really unhelpful.
Yeah. I mean, I would be the same. I would be doing it with the sure hands to hand off. Oh no!
So the thing is if he gets that, he wins the game. It's not gone.
Yeah.
So
It's not
let's
gone.
hand off.
But there is a
And
lot of dice to roll now.
With no rerolls, you basically need to just not roll any ones.
6.
That's how the bench needed to look at half time.
Thing is though, you're on what, 1 go for it with 1 beastman, 2 go for it's for the other beastman, and then you've still got to pick up the ball and get it across. I mean, I think this is what probably Archer's easiest turn, which is, do you know what, we stand up all our players and go, let's see what you can do with no rerolls.
But it'll pick up any second now, I promise.
Probably blitz here.
Yeah.
And then step in, I reckon.
Yeah, so you've got potentially 2 people on the ball. Gets the down as well. Yeah, so that instantly makes this. You're at least dealing with a neg 1 there, aren't you, to pick up? Unless there's a way that you can... In fact, you can't, can you? Oh no, you could. Unless there's a way that you could put 2 people either side and shunt off the ball so that you've got a free pickup. But that comes at quite a cost.
Are you kidding me?
So here we go then. Come on, Lala. Let's see what you got.
Nuffle does O and Lala, I feel.
Oh, big time. Big time owns.
By the way, chat, I will inform you that I will be ending the stream pretty quickly because this is well past my bedtime now. So I'll probably just say thanks to the winners, and if you want to say congratulations, I'm sure that you can just pop into the lounge, the UKBBL lounge, and just say well done to.
Well, the surf is pulled off the nudge off the ball, which was the big bit. So now
You want to get
you've just got to clear a
this guy
path
down.
so that the sure hands player can get it up the field.
Oh dear. I hope that
Come on,
player
Nuffle,
right in the
be
middle.
kind.
There is a POW. The player is down, which then frees up the beastman to get out of the way.
So you want this next one as well.
Yes.
This is the key. You need a push, or you need a POW. Come on.
Oh wow, he's gone for it without the sure hands. Here we go, handoff. Handoff successful. We've got a go for it to make.
2+. Can he hit the trick line?
Come on, Nuffle, you owe Lala. Absolutely owe Lala for this.
Well done.
And there we have it. Congratulations, Lala.
So, although
And what did you say? You said it came down to a snake, and it ultimately did, really, didn't it?
Absolutely.
The snake over the right-hand side of the pitch.
So, congratulations to Lalalaprout, the chosen of chaos, definitely.
Chosen of chaos, not chaos.
Chosen of chaos, not chaos chosen. Chosen of chaos, the chaos chosen. That's a little bit of a tongue twister.
Well, if it's a Slaanesh party, you can count me in.
Fantastic. So, yes, brilliant. Let's try and see whether we can get Archangel to turn the mic on.
Hello.
Hello. We've got 5 minutes because I'm going to end the stream at 10:30.
Yeah.
So, disappointing for yourself, I'm sure, given the strength of position. But
Well,
ultimately,
it's...
Nuffle, I think, returned the good start in the abandoned game right at the end.
Yeah, I think clearly it was like the first half that we didn't finish, so to speak, was clearly the dice was in Lalalaprout's corner, and then the next half we played was clearly in my corner, and then again here in the last quarter half it was clearly in Lala's corner. So I guess that's sort of a fair breakdown. Like, you can't expect more than 4+ on a given day, right? So and I think I talked to you this when we were setting up the stream and hosting and all that sort of thing, that like it would come down to the claws, and in the first half they were hot, in the last half they were hot, and then Orcs can't do much against claws.
Yeah, I say that is the thing you fear. And what was really good is well, for me anyway, as I love being right, is the targeting. At least in the first game, it didn't really get an opportunity in the second attempt. But targeting the big uns and getting rid of one on turn 0 was pretty huge. But
oh yeah,
unfortunately for these, I mean, these Orcs have obviously won things. They have won things. Seems to be it's the key games that they can't convert. So
yeah, I think also one of the things is where Lalalaprout got injuries, I got KOs, and the keg returned 4 out of 5 players, right? So it alone there again, like it is those small details that just seems to make the difference at the end of the day, right? Also, like the snake ones and stuff like that. I don't think there was any other snakes in all fairness other than that one at again a crucial point, right?
Yeah, so I think that was the only snake of the game right at the end. I think you did.
And we were both sitting there going, the only thing that's going to stop Mathamus now is a snake. And it came. Unfortunately, because it's an elf, and that's what happens to elves.
Exactly.
So, folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. Congratulations to the first Chaos winner of the Far Albion Cup since the fecal fetishisms of Frankfurter won in season 34. So there's not been a Chaos winner for 22 seasons. That's quite sorry, it's longer than that. It's just the 77 of our Orcs. It's 2 seasons back from that, so it's 24. Sorry, that was a Nurgle winner. So yeah, well done, Lalalaprout. So just a couple of other plugs just before we kind of sign off here, with less than 20 seconds to go, something like that. There is a season end all access. It will be Little Wing and Archangel on Thursday. Unfortunately, I'm at a tabletop game trying to win the Woodbridge League, but they'll be going across matches that day, and also I believe Archangel is going to be doing a run through of the redraft. So for that load of people who voted for that in the general chat, you can see that live, and I'm sure that will be recorded as a video and will be posted for your enjoyment at another time as well. The other thing that I will just plug as well, just for a final time, is the UKBBL's tabletop event on the 7th and 8th of March 2026 in San Diego, Nottingham. It's held in the Holiday Inn, just off the M1, fairly central for lots of people. I'll be making the journey, Waldorf will be making the journey, Dudlow will be making the journey, the commissioners will all be there. We'll have a few other people as well, but say it doesn't matter if you haven't played a lot of tabletop. Please do come and spend the weekend with us. It's a really good weekend. Thank you very much to DKMaxx rejoining us on a stream for what feels like it's been a long time. I think I've thoroughly enjoyed your company, so thank you.
Thank you very much, and for what little insight I can provide after my 24-year exodus from the game. I'm quite happy to get back, not just involved with the playing and the rolling of dice, but things like this as well.
Yeah, it's really good. And of course, we'll probably see Archangel in a semi-final of the UKBBL's postseason as he looks for his quest of a next title with this Orc team.
Oh no, I'm looking for more finals to lose. That's what I'm going for.
You might have lost more finals than any person, I think, in the UKBBL. That is definitely
it's my
a title
hallmark.
that you can keep and treasure forever.
Could we get Archangel a cup with most finals lost and keep adding tallies to it?
I think congratulations to Lalalaprout for also playing a great game.
So, thank you very much, folks. We will see you another time. Until next time, au revoir.
Au revoir.